Jesus explains illnesses and accidents, whether self-inflicted or not. When we had settled down on the hill, Lazarus said, "Truly it is a great pity for this large and beautiful city to one day be so completely destroyed. But who can help it, if its wicked inhabitants themselves will it so?" Said I, "You have spoken quite well. For whoever wills even the worst for himself, no wrong shall be done to him in eternity. I have been there many times and wanted to gather them under the wings of my protection, just as a hen gathers her chicks under her wings. But all my efforts have been in vain until now, and so they alone are to blame for all the misfortune that will befall them. Nevertheless, I will never fail to provide all manner of teachings and stern admonitions, so that at least some may yet be saved. And whatever I myself now do, you too will do after me all the more easily, because my last and greatest sign, which will be wrought by me in Jerusalem, will enable you to do so. Whoever hears you will also hear me, since you will speak only what my Spirit puts into your mouths, and they will be helped. But those who remain in their old obstinacy will also reap the fruits thereof. Because water, like fire, brings death to humans, whether they fall into deep water or are engulfed by fire in a great blaze. Should I therefore no longer allow water or fire to exist on earth? Oh, by no means. That is why humans have reason, strength, and free will. He knows the good and bad qualities of both water and fire. If he uses both with reason, these two elements will be beneficial to him. But if he falls into deep water or jumps into a lime kiln, whether willfully or through great carelessness, then he has clearly, voluntarily, or more often involuntarily, only himself to blame for losing his earthly life in the process. Such misfortune will not easily befall the truly sensible and prudently wise, and certainly not those who walk according to my teaching." Said a Greek Jew, "Lord, yet even common sense, with all its caution, is not enough in every situation. Take this case, for example. Say I had to travel by ship across the great sea to Rome on urgent business. But I am in the middle of the sea, and a storm arises. The ship strikes an underwater reef and sinks with all hands. Who then is to blame for my misfortune? Certainly not I, nor the ship's captain, for how could he have known that a storm would suddenly arise? And how could I possibly have known such a thing?" Said I, "My friend, when something like this happens, it is most certainly a well-founded permission from above, and it is much the same as when someone dies of some illness, because the illness was a wicked and incurable one. For no human being on the whole earth remains in earthly material life, and the person may therefore lose their bodily life just as easily in water as in fire, through no fault of their own. I think we shall say no more about this, and so let us now move on to something else, something far more important."